Howdy all y'all. It's time for cake. Here we are again, one more time. We're restarting this. And why are we restarting this? Because there's been a whole new 2 releases since the previous one, and they were significant. Now, what do I mean by significant? What I mean is, it has now become a serious challenge to survive. And the wide open area that I had previously, well, that's a death trap. So, I'm going to be blitzing through some things and showing y'all a way to make a relatively safe haven. Now, the new mod that we are most concerned ourselves with is a puppy called Epic Siege Mobs. And what Epic Siege Mobs does, for starters, is it changes all the mob AI, makes them just that little bit more aggressive so that they're just that more interested in killing you, as if they needed that. Additionally, it makes a lot of the mobs do things to the environment. For example, this lovely little pickaxe here, well, every damn zombie and skeleton under the sun now has a shovel and a pickaxe. And if you just go ahead and build your base without taking that into account, you will find them mining up through your floor, coming in through your walls. Oh my God, they're coming out the ventilation ducts. You know, it's going to be right entertaining if you do not think this through. And the other thing is, you can't even make yourselves kind of a little skyblock. For starters, obviously this is a Caveworld setting. But you know, you can make kind of a platform in a larger area, like say a chasm. Create a couple little trap doors, make yourselves kind of a drawbridge portcullis rig, and thereby achieve some degree of hopeful security. Was that lag? Oh shit, that was lag. That's not a good sign. That would suggest my system is not coping well. Well, we'll play it where it lies for now. Anyhow, as I was saying, you can't even really do that because, for starters, one of them might come down through the ceiling and land on your platform. But even beyond that, every single one of these deadly, lovely little buggers is now equipped with 64 blocks of cobble. And they will noob pillar up, and they will build bridges, and they will get to you. And that means we have to seriously consider how we are going about building our defenses. Now, to make matters a little more interesting, I'm kind of getting some things done here. I mean, you'll notice for starters that anything that ain't nailed down, I'm picking it up. Well, I want to hit the ground running. We may spawn coming through this portal. I have spawned and had half my health missing before the world loaded because there was mobs attacking me right the hell away. No pause, no breather, no howdy neighbor, how you doing? Just here, have some arrows, have some fire, die. So I'm trying to be as prepared as I possibly can going through this portal. Now, the other thing that you gotta know is that this comes at a cost. Y'all might think it's a little cheaty, it's a little cheesy to take all this stuff. All right, the chest, the torches, right. But why did I mine all that? That's a little cheesy. Well, I tell you, the mobs are going to be a little cheesy too. For starters, for the first 7 days that you're in the game, the normal light level rules will apply. So if you put down torches and you keep an area lit up real good, mobs will not spawn there. And I'm going to be making use of the dummy key here so that I can see where it's well lit up and where it isn't. Because that's going to become real important, real fast. The big problem starts on the 8th day. Every 8 days, Light declares kind of a holiday and just goes off to the beach, and mobs can spawn any damn where they please, and that includes pretty damn close to you. And that means we're going to have to build us a safe room that's relatively small and relatively defensible. So instead of focusing on quests, we're going to be focusing on trying to keep things a little bit secure. Now, amazingly, we are not having our heads handed to us coming out the gate, and I like that. I can deal with that. That seems pretty nice to me. But it won't last. I can tell you now, it will not last. So we got us a task ahead of us. We're going to be lighting up this area, and we're going to continue to light things up as we go, because the only way to have anything like security 7 days a week is to be, oh shit, that's a bad piece of news, is to be sure that the area near your base is pretty well lit up, above you, below you, anywhere y'all can reach, anywhere mobs can spawn. And once you lit up everything around your base for about, I don't know, 4 chunks in every dimension, including up and down, then maybe you can think about having a bit of a breather. But we're only going to tangentially be focusing on our base. On lighten. What we're primarily going to be focusing on is what kind of place makes a good space. Now, we have lucked out, because with a little bit of modification, we chew up the floor in here, maybe we move the ceiling a little bit. We have lucked out. This room is just barely big enough to make me think that this might be comfortable. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to do a couple of quick quests just to get us some equipment. And we could have done this in the other rooms. I didn't cheese out completely. Now, if you haven't seen this in one of my other Let's Plays, you best know I don't read this stuff out loud to you. Sometimes I'm going to take a little bit of a shortcut and describe what's going on, but the rest of the time, I'm just going to do what I'm doing now. I'm going to click once, click twice. Y'all know where the pause button is, and y'all are literate, educated people. I like to think that anyway. So we're going to go in here. We're going to take our first dark power quest. We got plenty of cobble. It's going to net us 5 dark power and a player focus. The player focus works a little bit like the QDS does. It commits us to a particular quest, so you got to be careful. One of the other people who's doing Let's Plays right now, fella named Hazard, shout out to him. Really, really good stuff. He has a excellent diction, and you may actually find him a little easier on the ear than me, and I'm not going to be jealous, but he pointed out, he found out, just as I did, that if you accidentally use that in a quest and you do not have the power to complete that quest, you're kind of stuck there. The example I'm going to give you, this wants us to give it to player focus. I do a manual submit on that. We got a reputation task. It wants 5 dark power. Well, I've got 5 dark power, and it wants 1. And that's going to get us 1 oak wood log. Now, if I did not have 5 dark power, well, that thing's gone from my inventory. I cannot sign up for any other quest, and I cannot abandon that quest somehow in the middle. There's just no way to do it. So with a lot of these rep quests, you got to close the book, open it up again. So I'm going to claim my reward now, and that's going to give me 1 oak wood log. And the reason for this is we're going to go to a totally different tab now. Keep in mind, we're trying to create a base quick. Gives us a bed, crafting table, 10 torches. It wants 1 cobblestone, and then it wants a log. These do not have to be handed in. So there we go. And another one, recipe changes. Now this is important here. Tells you must be close to the bed and cannot have mobs near. It will set your spawn point on right click. Well, that's still a little fiddly, I gotta say. I have been in a position where there have been no mobs near, and I have put my bed down and attempted to set my spawn point, and I have basically gotten the sorry buddy, we can't help you with that. So here's what we're going to do. We want to set up a platform that is at least 3 blocks above the ground, so that, 4 blocks above the ground, so that it is not easily mineable by something. Oh, hello. We want to not die to skeletons. That's the first thing we want to do. This is bad. That fella has quite the rate of fire, and I'm withered. And he's dead. Seems fair to me. Alright, where was I? Hell yeah. So, we want to have some space underneath the floor, and that way things that are trying to noob pillar up to mine the floor out from under us will have some difficulty reaching it. We're going to start out with a 3-block space. We're going to mine downward and give ourselves a little more breathing room as we go. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be creating an area where basically, he says, ha 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 ha. For our base, we're going to be creating a small defensible capsule. Think of it as a safe room in midair. And when I say defensible, one of the things that I am referring to is the capability to, for instance, I'm going to build out a little bitty bridge over here. And I'm going to do that till I'm in enough of an area that we're getting, we got some ceiling space above us. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to build a 3x3 floor. And when I say I was talking about making it defensible, that's too low. When I talk about making it defensible, what I mean is it's going to be a 3x3 area with a hole in the middle. The reason for the hole in the middle is that by putting a hole in the middle, if anything tries to noob pillar up underneath you or sit there and mine, well, you have the opportunity to smack him. And you can just knock around down through that hole in the floor, say, "Excuse me, I do not appreciate you messing around with my property." Now, that gives us a little bit of a better starting altitude. And we're going to have to look at where the ceiling here is. We're going to start out with cobble. And we're going to make an area that's basically going to be, like I said, kind of a little 3x3 donut. And we're going to have to take out some of this soon. We want space up here. We don't want them to be able to have any kind of shelter. We don't want them, if they mine into this area, we don't want them to have something they can hide behind easy. And I will come up here later and I will carve out even more room around this, basically till I can't reach things anymore. Oh, you hear that? Did you hear that kind of crunchy? Somewhere out there is a skeleton that's trying to get close to us. They will mine through things. They will mine through rock. They will mine through dirt. To the best of my knowledge, they will mine through everything we can mine through. So that's why we're having to take this kind of precaution here. I may as well break y'all. I'm gonna have to get the rest of that soon. Anyway, so making our second donut up here. Now, the problem is that they can still break this. Cobble is slower to break than stone is, but as you can well imagine, it ain't great. It ain't the best possible of all worlds. It's not our optimal solution. So, what we're going to end up having to do is we're going to end up having to replace all of this with obsidian. And where are we going to get obsidian? I hear you saying, well, we haven't got iron, we haven't done anything. Well, there is some iron right over there, which is kind of nice. But where we're probably going to get our first obsidian is by killing mobs, because there are several mobs that will drop it for us. For example, phantoms or specters. They have the rather annoying capability to walk through walls, but usually their attack is ranged, so if they're halfway through a wall, you can hit them and they may not be able to hit you, particularly if that wall is the floor or the ceiling. Now I'm going to head, let me put a light up here. I'm going to head down here, and I'm going to put a nice big gap in this bridge. Y'all can clear a gap of 2. Most mobs will not be able to do that. Oh, this is so sweet. We got us a cow. And I think I saw some sheep earlier. This is turning into just a right lovely. Yeah, there's some sheep over there. This is turning into just a right lovely setup that we got going. We lucked out. This is a good spot. One of our sheep is flambéed itself, but you know, that's alright. It's alright. Hopefully t'other one won't. But if it does, we are clearly in a zone where these puppies will spawn. And that's a good thing. Alright, so every 8th day, all the mobs are going to come out. They're going to ignore light levels. And we're going to come up here. We're going to jump that gap. And we're going to head right over here. Now I'm going to give us a little more protection. Whoops, I screwed it up. Alright, now we're going to give us a little more protection. And what we're going to be doing is creating a bit of a wall. Why am I creating a wall? Whoops, that's a little close in. I need to go one more block out. Why am I creating a wall at eye level? Well, because as things try to noob pillar up at us, hello. Wow, he might kill me. He did kill me. Piercing arrow. Okay, so what we got there is an armor piercing arrow as if he needed it. And here I am lost in the frickin' dark. This is the bad part of this game. If you die, you do not know where you are going to end up. Now I am facing my spawn point. It is well below me and 152 meters away. So I'm going to make myself real quick. I'm going to go back into here. Go to dark power. Turn that puppy in. Get +2 dark power. And I'm going to use that to purchase a little bit more wood. Remembering that we got to pop out of here each time in order to let it know that we are doing something. One of these is going to turn into yet another crafting table. And the other one is going to turn into... Shoot, I don't even have any... Whoops. Good God. Alright, well, that did not go well. And this ain't going well either. My God, I'm getting chewed to ribbons here. What the hell is eating me? Y'all can't see anything? That puts us in the same boat. I can't see anything either. Alright, there's still that super skeleton sniper over there. The fudge. Alright, we got us a problem here. Good God. Thing is lethal. It's got a head made out of a dispenser. Alright, well that was damned unpleasant. Somewhere around here is a gravestone. And we need to destroy that gravestone. Alright, I think it's gone. Wow. That was downright unpleasant, as mentioned. Alright, real quick. Get ourselves... half a dozen stone. I have no food. Anything that happens to me like that, I cannot heal. On the other hand, I got an iron ingot. Trade-offs, I suppose. Now, since we have no way of making any kind of light or fire yet, we're going to be spending a lot of time in the dark. And I don't want to run down that stone pickaxe because you'll note it's soul-bound. That's why we've still got that puppy. Good grief, I've got 2 hearts to do this whole thing. This is going to be just a little bit more exciting than I'd really planned on showing y'all. Alright, let's see, what's that? Well, if I gotta mine something. Basically, I'm just going to take aim at that. And we're going to keep on moving in that direction. We're going to keep a close eye on our radar for mobs. This is a hell of an unfortunate way to start out the game, and I hope y'all will forgive me. There's only about, we've been going, I'd say about 20 minutes maybe, and I don't like to run more than 30. But that is 132 meters away. We do have our work cut out for us. So this is what happens if you do not have your spawn point set with a bed and you get yourself killed. And now you can maybe see why I was expressing some concern earlier about not being able to make use of the bed. On the one hand, this is using up a hell of a lot of our pick's durability really quickly. On the other hand, you know, we need to go that direction, and by doing it this way, we are going to be having some degree of resource acquisition, providing we are not jumped by a geoknock. In addition to which, as you can see behind me, any zombies are going to have to come at us through this little tunnel we've made, which is highly defensible. Outstanding. And that is one advantage to not going the easy way through the big open caves and such. So, trade-offs. We got our trade-offs. Now, I hope you will excuse me for what is basically a desperate recovery start here. Under normal circumstances, I would not make y'all suffer through this. However, as mentioned, that was a damn right precious place that we found. We were in a nice environment where we had cows, we had sheep spawning, we had lava and water right there. Didn't have to go hunting around terrible much of anything. So I am going to make this effort. In addition to which, this might be useful for any of you who find yourself in a similar situation at some point. Now, in very short order, once we have gotten ourselves situated and gotten slightly better equipment and spent some time mob hunting, we will be able to get an Ars Magica spellbook, and we will be able to get ourselves a light spell, and that Ars Magica spellbook will also be soulbound, which is awful nice. And in such a case, we would be able to make light that we could see here. Also, we can summon more wood as necessary, and we can make more pickaxes. So, barring armor and barring whatever you're carrying, dying is relatively survivable even at this stage of the game. The only problem is that 8-day limit. Oh shoot. Hear that? That ain't me. That's someone else mining. Oh, it's a zombie over that way. But we got 73 meters to go. I'm going to summon myself one more block of wood. Actually, I'm going to summon two. Have to keep clicking out like this to get it to accept the reputation change has happened. That's not what I wanted to do. Alright, let's try that again. Let's make us... Now what I should have done is brought the other one with me, but I wasn't that smart. Okay, so we're going to make couple more pickaxes. Because, see, I don't want to run down that one. That one's soulbound. I'm going to need to repair that with an anvil before I can make good use of it again. That would be a while off. Now, we are way beyond my normal 30 minutes at this point. Oh yeah, let me get this so I don't have to get more wood next time. But it is my hope that by going to all this trouble, I will be able to recover what was essentially a pretty good start until I got myself stupided. Okay. Let's have a quick look at our radar. Alright, we are about to break into the cavern network in which I died. That's good. Problem is these fellas here. That's bad. I think I'd rather deal with the zombie. So in fact, I'm going to turn this way. I'm going to see if I can't actually get myself into this area. Huh. That must be a fairly long way down. Well, I'm not on level yet with where I died, so we'll take it down if we can. This kind of thing in the dark is kind of a pain, and I do apologize because I'm sure that about all y'all are seeing is those red X's. Hello. I hear a scuffling noise. Aha! We have breakthrough. Problem is, we're kind of up in the air. And there's somebody down there with a bow. Well, that's bad. I only got 2 hearts. If I can, I want him to come up here, pillar, do something, so I don't have to try to charge him. This is a rough situation. Well, gotta make the best of it, I suppose. We'll see what we can do. Since I now know I'm way up in the air, I'm going to head over this way, and I'm going to go to the far side of my spawning area. Try to come down that way in hopes that I can drop down to... Oh shoot, that was a little bit close. Y'all do see that, I'm sure. Now down there is... bad things. So we're going to go up a level. I'm not liking that one bit. Alright, I am holding shift down in order to not fall. Okie doke. Let's see now. 50 meters away. You know, you can almost taste it at that point. Oh, that ain't good. However, it's some kind of a melee mob. That's a lot easier to deal with than something that can haul off and hit you full of arrows from a distance. We may be able to lose him too. We're just going to drill straight through. Hopefully he will get hung up on the rock. What I find interesting is he ain't showing up at all. Oh, I can't break that with a stone pick, can I? He ain't showing up at all on my mini-map up there. Whoops. We have a breakthrough. And I gotta be careful not to use that soulbound pick, I really do. Okay. Ain't this just precious? Hello, we're at ground level now. Alright. Where's my death map? 36 meters that way. Well, I want to block that up. Hi there. I'm going to see if I can't begin negotiating my way downward. That's promising. I would call that very promising. Now the question is, do I make a break for that? Well, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I don't see nothing on the radar. There's the portal. Hot damn, we made it. Alright, we are back at our portal. We died right over there. And now we have everything back. Including... oh shoot. Remember what I said about phantoms not being able to hit you through things? Because... shoot. Come on, die, buddy. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's really bad. Did I land in lava? I think I landed in lava. Alright, let's have a look at where we're at. Oh, look at this. It put us right back where we were last time. On one hand, that has some possibilities. On to other... really don't want to break this pick, and it's nearly broke. Alright, well, nothing for it. Manual submit. How much have I got? I've got 3 points left. I can get 3 logs. This is a sad, sad day. I'm not doing so good. Man, I'm half tempted to make a chest, put it over there. Actually, I'm going to put this down here because I think it'll take this one and replace this one automatically. Man, if only I had some torches. But I can't tell coal from any other damn thing. Alright, well, I know I ended up going this way-ish. But where did I start? There's where I started digging, I think. Yeah! Okay, this should be a quick jaunt. That was a creeper deciding it was worthwhile blowing up. Okay, here's some coal ore. Pray for no geonox. Alright, we got that. We got that. I'm going to go back. And I'm going to mark the mouth of this dang tunnel. Just in case this damn thing happens again. There. Hell, look at that. There's lapis and stuff in here. Ain't nothing like turning a failure into a success, but I'm sorry it's taken so long. I do apologize. do hope all my stuff didn't burn up in the lava. I would be sad, Panda. I'm already not particularly happy, mind you. But I would be a sadder panda, perhaps, would be the best way to put that. Alright, here we are. Pismo Beach and all the clams we can eat. No, wait, that's the wrong program. But I tell you, the way things are going, y'all know I should have turned left at Albuquerque. Ain't no doubt. Oh, come on, fellas. You, sir, you can just die. Come on. Come at me. Good boy. Alright, I'm going to turn that in real quick. Skeleton, claim reward. Zombie, claim reward. Alright, what's this? Oh, this is all the stuff that I couldn't pick up last time. I was trying to make a... I was trying to put down a chest so that I'd be able to... My stuff is not in the lava. Hooray! That thing wants it to be, though. Alright, let's do this, you. Hot dog. Okay, fellas, we have recovered somewhat. I am going to make a chest real... I don't have the stuff to make a chest. Alright, I just killed some things. Real quick, turn in Chupacabra. Killed a Chupacabra. Alright. I'm going to take that. I'm going to get some more wood. Go back to... Come on. Open, close, open sesame. There we go. Alright, so now I got my planks. Somewhere around here I thought I put myself down. Are you kidding? Did I not put down a... Oh, for the love of Pete. Alright, well, nothing for it. Okay. Man, what a mess. Alright, I got a chest. Good. Alright, first thing that's happening is that the chest is opening up, and we are putting in just miscellaneous stuff. We are putting a bed down over here. Currently, as best I can tell, there are no mobs. Spawn point set. Hot damn. No more running around through the dark for us. Fellas, I appreciate your patience. I hope that you learned some things not to do by watching me. I should mention that we are going to want to hunt specters and grue in the near future, because specters and grue both drop. Come on, give me the stuff. There we go. Specters and grue both drop. Where did that thing just go? There it is. They both drop obsidian. And what we are going to do is very slowly, very carefully, we are going to be taking this little defensive perimeter we built up here and got shot out of previously. And we are going to be converting the whole thing, assuming that I can jump on it again. This is one of the dangers of doing it this way. We are going to be converting this whole thing up here slowly to obsidian as time permits. Now, eventually I may replace this with stone fence, but I want space below here so I can attack things through there, and I can attack things through here, utilizing the space on the outside. With the stone fence, I'll be able to attack around the edge up here, and I'll be able to attack through here. Now, I'm going to end up putting a piece of fence post up there so mobs cannot jump down that middle point. Alright. Wow, man. That was a lot more than I really bargained for. I had been hoping to give y'all something quick and straightforward to shoot for, and instead we ended up with a long run through the dark. Wow. That was hairy, Willard. That was hairy. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and close this up. I am going to, I'm going to leave this marker so I can always find this spot. I'm not going to leave that marker over there, though. Don't particularly need that one. And we're going to light this place up some. I'm going to do some mining, get myself some more iron, and I will not do any questing. Oh, we got one of them fellas. I will not do any quest completes until I get y'all back in here. So for now, y'all have a wonderful evening, and I do apologize for how long this has run. Y'all take care now. Tell your ma cake's good for you.